going on, everybody? It's Ndukauba, and I'm back with some more Dragon Ball Fusions. So let's get this started. And of course, if you guys do enjoy these videos, please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Also, let's see if we can get this video up to 300 likes, because it tells me know that you guys are interested in the content, and I'll be more motivated to make more content in the future. So, this is going to be obviously another online battle. I'm going to let you guys know ahead of time. I originally wasn't going to upload this particular battle because it really did piss me off when I was battling the guy, but still, I've been persuaded to upload this video, so I'm going to actually do post commentary over it, as much as I really don't want to, but I'm going to at least attempt to try to do this. But anyways, so we're get right into the battle. He leads off with a completely custom character team, and I have my squad, as you guys already know, who's on my squad. So, of course, Jamila goes first, and I go for obviously the first person in line on his team, because obviously I don't want him to be able to attack me early on, because that's going to be horrible. And on top of that, I really don't like that specific character, because he has Lullaby Punch, and that's not good at all, especially if you use that on like my created character or maybe Broly, but I do not want him to use Lullaby Punch at all. But anyways, so I lead off with my next character, and I was trying to line them up to get the next 3 people, preferably all 4 of them, but I wasn't able to, because I think it was the second or third person was just a little bit too far off, and I couldn't line them up, so I got 3 with a Ki Blast and called it a day. But now it's his Namekian's turn. You guys already saw Namekian's get regeneration, so that's already an issue, but I don't see it as a major problem. But anyways, he decides to go after Broly, which I'm not really worried about, because once again, Broly is a tank, he's bulky, he's not dying that easily. Now, before we even get to his turn, I just want to say that the fact that he chose this stage actually threw me off, because with the type of playstyle that he does, I honestly thought that he was going to choose a smaller stage, but no, he chose a freaking huge stage. That kind of gave me a slight advantage, because I need the space. But anyways, he led with that character and knocked my main character back, which again, I blocked it because I'm actually the young god. I literally do not take damage. I'm freaking amazing. So now it's this woman's turn, trying to look like the young great Saiyaman 2. Okay, but she manages to get a hit on me, but it doesn't really do too much damage. She just knocks me back. I take a bit of collateral, but my girl Jamila is still living, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. Now, out of everything that's set up right now, I'm kind of worried for my character and Broly, because they're lined up with each other. But he actually managed to hit me with Maiden Burst, which is not a good thing, because now I actually fall into his teammate, and then I get knocked into Broly. So that actually sent, oh, it didn't send him out the stage, but it did deal a crap ton of damage, and that puts me at a major disadvantage. So now it's my boy Beckon's turn, alright? I learned his name. Okay, shout out to the person who told me in the comment section what his name was, because I had no idea. But yeah, now it's Beckon's turn, and I decided to go after his created character, which looks like hit, until I realized it's actually Pinich and hit fused, which doesn't make sense, but sure, why not? I used Monster Throw, hoping to be able to send him out of the stage, but of course, he managed to read what I was going to do, block the attack, and was able to have his turn, which is not good, because a fusion between Hit and Pinich, not good. So he hits me with Gallic Gun, that knocks Broly out of the stage, and now I'm getting worried, because Broly was up next, and I think at that moment I had enough Ki to do one of his super moves, but I'm not sure as of this moment. But anyways, it's Jamila's turn, and I decided to use Mach Move to try to get her back up there to raise everybody's Ki, and now it's time for me to actually put in some work, okay, some actual power. At first, I was going to do Pinich combo, because regardless if I'm on Super Saiyan or not, it deals a crap ton of damage. But I'm thinking in the long run, Super Saiyan will actually come in handy, because even if people block, it's still going to do massive damage, even if they block. So once it was Jamila's turn again, I decided to actually lead off with a Ki Blast against the Namekian, because he's up next. Again, don't want him to attack. So she managed to get back with Mach Move, or not Mach Move, she got all the way up, and I used Mach Move. I'm out, you're tripping. And now she's all the way in the back. Hopefully she gets up soon, because that way I'll be able to get more Ki for all my teammates. So with that being said, I ended up using my other character to hit the Namekian and the Saiyaman Warrior. I'm not even going to try to attempt to learn these created characters' names, except for the ones that are on my team. But anyways, it became Jamila's turn again. I hit the Namekian towards Broly. I'm dealt some collateral, but that regeneration he has is ridiculous. So now that he finally had his turn, he actually decided to use a gigantic attack. I don't even know the name of this attack because I've never seen it before, but just the fact that it covers such a wide range and has like a solid bit of knockback is actually like, it's worrisome for me. Like, I'm scared. Like, just imagine if that move was like almighty, like ultimately powerful, that could have annihilated our entire team because it covers this gigantic stage. But anyways, he had his other character attack and I managed to block it. But again, at this point, I'm starting to get worried because of the fact that my created character has less than half health left already. And there's still plenty of this battle to go because most of his characters actually have a fairly decent amount of health. So it puts me in a pretty bad situation, and I'm hoping to be able to overcome it. But of course, when his other character attacked me, I actually missed the block. And this is where I start getting worried because this attack right here, as clean as it is, it's gonna send me flying, and that's not a good thing. The last thing I need is my character to get set back, and it also hit Broly in the process. I don't need that right now. But this is when despair for me starts sinking in. Now, it hit Broly, it hit my character, but as you guys can clearly see, Broly got KO'd. That's a major problem. My tank is gone. I can't like knock out enemies with, you know, in one fell swoop anymore. I have to solely rely on my created character and on certain occasions on Bekon because of Monster Throw. But yeah, I'm in a bad situation right now. I'm trying to think how I can get out of it, especially seeing that his character just attacked my character. But luckily, he actually decided to heal instead of attack, which is not bad on his part, but it's also good for me because seeing that I'm on Super Saiyan and I had enough ki to use Limit Breaker, y'all already know how this goes. Okay, so he blocked the attack. I'm not looking kind of crispy right now because I have to find a way to get enough ki to be able to knock out everybody who comes in my way with Limit Breaker, seeing that, if I'm not mistaken, I did get everybody, or I might have missed one person. But everything concerning knocking out characters now falls under the shoulders of my created character because Broly's dead. And even though I do have enough to use Ultra Fusion, it's a risk reward type move that doesn't need to be utilized at that time. So since this character blocked, I decided to do the smart choice and just use knockback, because even if I did Pinich combo, it might have killed him, but it would have been a waste of 4 key orbs because I can't guarantee that he would be dead. But I do know for certain that the lag on this section was absolutely abysmal, dear freaking lord. And honestly, I don't even think that they're ever going to improve it. I hope they do, but as of right now, they're definitely not going to improve that crap. It doesn't seem likely, but that's besides the point. My character up against this fused character between Hit and Pinich, I knew for a fact since I got a clean hit, and seeing that he's a fusion between Hit and Pinich, he has to have either Pinich combo or Time Slip. I'm not trying to get hit by either because those are both devastating attacks. So since I saw the opportunity, I hit him with Pinich combo and sent him completely out of the stage because there was no way in the world he was going to survive from that. And luckily, I got some collateral against the Namekian because he's also going to be a problem because of that one move he has that covers literally the entire stage, which is ridiculous. But now move on to the next character, and at this point, I do have 3 ki, but I'm just trying to make sure that I get ki in general at this point, because if I don't have ki, then what am I going to do? And this dude's like Clash game was looking crispy. Like I was trying to figure out how come I couldn't land any hits on him, at least at the time. But luckily, I did manage to get 4 orbs of ki. Now, of course, I'm going to send him flying because I don't want to risk anything. Like, I don't really know who the main threats on his team are because of the fact that they're all created characters, except for the inclusion of the, you know, the Hit Pinich fusion. Because, I mean, it's Hit and Pinich, so I knew he was a threat right off the freaking bat. Now, of course, since the Namekian blocked, I decided in this case, it's solely just me getting ki again, because the more ki I have at the end of all of this, then the quicker I can either use Pinich combo or another Limit Breaker if need be. So I decided to rack up as much ki as possible. This dude's dodge game became legendary out of nowhere in the last few seconds. And I hit him with knockback because, well, for starters, I don't even have enough for Pinich combo. And 2, it was just the smartest option at the time. And that just barely nudged him. and on to the next fighter, because I guess I did actually get all 5 of them. I thought I only got 4. I couldn't remember because I was so frustrated. I was like, Lord have mercy. Anyways, he starts moving around with his fighter. He's trying to fight back, and I'm like, no. Okay, I'm on Super Saiyan. I look crispy. My hair is blonde. My eyes are green. My outfit is gray. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I hit him with knockback. Because of the fact that, did she block again? I forgot. But it did massive damage, and solely thanks to Super Saiyan. Now it's Bekon's turn, and I took this opportunity to knock out the next person who was up, which was the Namekian, because I don't want him to have his turn, especially with that one move, because it's gonna piss me off. But of course, he managed to block, which isn't bad on his part. Like I will admit, this dude's read game was kind of crispy, but I mean, you know, on my end, I don't need that. I need his read game to be weak, so I can actually defeat this dude. Like, I have no time for games. I have to try to win. But now it's Jamila's turn, and in this case, this is when I start getting frustrated, because I'm trying to figure out how to actually go up against this guy because of the fact that I'm losing, or I've already lost, you know, a very important character to the entirety of this plan. So at first I used Mach Move to try to get back up in front and raise more ki for my created character so I can use Pinich combo as fast as possible. And then I started thinking, should I actually use another Mach Move, or should I actually heal my team? Because both options would have been good, but in the long run, again, it's up to my character to kill everybody. So I decided to use another Mach Move, but she wasn't fast enough to make it back, because this Namekian, now they had his turn, used this move and blew us all away. So who got knocked out? Oh, it was her. I don't even know her name. Okay, if you guys know what her name is, let me know in the comment section below. But Bekon also got knocked out too, so that wasn't good. But I got him back in, and now it's Bei's turn. Okay, it's Black Hair Goddess. All right, that is all. But in this case, I now knew I had to at least heal Bekon and the other warrior. Still can't remember her name, but mainly because their health was looking really bad. Like, you guys have no idea. Now, I think after that, this is where everything. I'm trying to keep my calm while doing this. This is where the entire match started dragging out longer than it needed to be. First, he used his character and used Present Bomb, and Present Bomb has crazy knockback. Lord of mercy, like I've only seen Hercule use it, and I've always blocked it, but I've never actually been like truly hit by it until then, and that's when I knew like how devastating that knockback was. It was completely ridiculous, and this is when the cycle begins. He knocked back Bekon and the other warrior. He knocked my character as collateral and set my character all the way to the end of the line. And this is when he decides, well, I think in this turn, he's trying to actually KO either Bekon or the other warrior. But he starts trying to single out my created character. And you guys will actually see it later on in the video because, oh boy. Anyways, it's now Jamila's turn. And I go after this warrior because 1, she's almost dead, and 2, she's near the edge. And I was hoping to knock her out of the ring, because I think if I, you know, knocked her out of the ring, the collateral damage might have killed her. I can't guarantee it, but I think it would have either killed her or get her like really close to death, where if she were to get healed, it would not really do anything. So of course, Bekon is all the way at the edge. There's no way to save him, so he gets knocked out the ring. That damage, not bad, but it set him all the way back, and he was up next. So that kind of ruined some things for me. And then you get my girl Jamila, all right? She doesn't slow down for nobody, all right? Speed game. Sonic, I've never heard of him, okay? But I started trying to predict this dude because I thought he was going to knock me into Jamila, which would have been horrible. But he managed to trick me and knock me out of the ring. But Jamila, I think Jamila stayed in, or she got knocked out too? No, she stayed in, okay. But yeah, this is where the loop begins, because there's no hope for my created character at all. Even though he's on Super Saiyan, which raises his speed, he's not going to get a turn for a very long time. You guys will see it. So anyways, it's her turn. She's looking kind of nice, right? She got the smile, all right? That's my Saiyan, okay? I decided to use the Ki Blast because obviously you can't block Ki Blasts, and she's already at the brink of death. So when I knocked her out, they lost their healer, and now it's only 2 against 4. So I have the advantage, It's just I don't have the proper execution because this dude pretty much, he has me, I can't even think of a good metaphor. Anyways, I'm under some sort of I forgot like what the stat was called, but it forced Jamila to actually attack, which actually threw me off because I've never actually had that happen to me before. So Jamila ended up attacking one of the opponents, and this dude had, oh my god, like I was so scared when I saw him use this move. What's it called? Hell Smash, I think. But surprisingly, it was nowhere near as strong as Broly's, which is good because that move is devastating in its entirety. But obviously, if you have a weaker version of it, it's not really that big of a deal. Plus, I'm on Super Saiyan, so I think that might have actually had something to do with it as well. So now that it's Beckon's turn again, I decide to use Monster Throw one more time, hoping to deal extra damage. But he managed to block it, and that caused a major problem. But with Jamila, I knew for a fact my character is about to die. I can't risk that. So I use Healing Shout and raise his health just by a bit, enough for him to survive a few attacks. And of course, this dude decides to go after my character again. And this is what really pissed me off. It would have been one thing to actually try to attack my character, but he used Lullaby Punch. And at first, I hate the ending of that move. He's just like, he throws up like, you know, the peace sign and whatnot, but that's besides the point. At first, he did not knock out my character, which was good. I'm like, okay, you know, my character's living, we're looking nice, I'm gonna be able to get my turn soon, and I'll be able to end all of this. But he actually decides to go after my character again, and actually knocks me out of the ring, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, with Hell Smash, yeah, there's no way I'm staying in the ring. So he sent me completely flying and sent me back to the end of the line again. And at this point, I kid you not, I was literally about to break my 3DS. That crap was really pissing me off. So yeah, with that being said, now it's her turn. And I don't remember if I used a special attack or Ki Blast, but I do know that I attacked the dude who used Lullaby Punch, because I'm not trying to have him use that again and hit my character, because if my character falls asleep, then this process is going to go on and on and on. Like, it was really bothering me, and plus my character's about to die, so I don't have time for him to sit there being, you know, comfortable in one spot. I need him to move. So sure enough, the Namekian attacks the created character, or not created character, but Saiyan, and knocks her out with Wolfang Fist, which isn't bad, but you know, she's out there living, and it's not my character, so I'm not really too worried. And then it's his turn, and he used Lullaby Punch again, and I'm thinking I'm looking bulky. I'm not looking bulky. I actually got affected by Lullaby Punch. He knocked out Beckon again, and this is, I'm starting to get frustrated even commentating over this, but yeah, he knocked out my character, he knocked out Beckon, and I have to wait for them to wake up, or for him to actually hit one of them, or some sort of interference to happen for them to wake up. So I'm out there knocked out chilling. Anyways, the Namekian decides to use a Zenkai attack. Now, my dodge game is on amazing. Like, I'm not about to get hit by any type of nonsense. You got me all kinds of messed up. So he wasted an entire Zenkai attack. I don't think he had enough ki for anything, and even at that, even if he did have enough ki, I blocked it anyway, so it doesn't even matter. So he used knockback, and now I'm trying to take this opportunity to kill like the that off-worlder, because not off-worlder, he's an alien, I'm tripping, but I'm trying to kill this alien because I can't handle my characters being put to sleep repeatedly. Like, that's going to be well, one, annoying, and two, completely detrimental towards my victory, because I knew I could win. I just had to make sure that everything went smoothly after a certain point. So anyways, he did another Zenkai attack, and luckily after the first hit, it actually woke me up, so I started dodging, at least for the most part, because he did manage to get, you know, a solid combo in and get one orb of ki. But now I realized that he has enough ki to do anything. So I already knew that he was going to try to do Lullaby Punch, but surprisingly he did Present Bomb, and I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to send my character right back out. But yeah, actually, I think we all got sent out. No, my character's out here living, okay? And I think I'm actually still asleep, which is ridiculous. I should have woke up. I see the timer, okay. Anyways, the Namekian, I already know what's going on. My character is about to die. I can't risk any more damage happening. And I'm getting really scared at this point because I'm like, I'm going to lose because of this nonsense. And plus, that crap did a ton of damage on Bekon. So I think at that point, Bekon is actually KO'd. Yeah, Bekon is actually gone. My character got sent back to the end of the line again. And now I'm trying to figure out what to do. So with Jamila, I need to use speed boost. Oh god, I think in this case, oh that's right, my character had no health, so I had to heal him. I'm out here tripping. It's early in the morning, I'm sorry for the mistakes. But I can already tell what this dude is trying to do. Again, he's going to single out my character because he already knows of the danger of Super Saiyan. Okay, all the power, all the destruction. Okay, but yeah, of course he goes after my character again. This time I managed to block and I make sure that I don't give him the opportunity to land a hit on me. Because I knew, like, regardless of the circumstances, the more ki he has, the more dangerous he'll be. And on top of that, the good thing for me is, even if he did get enough ki, I blocked the attack. So if he hit me with a Lullaby Punch or Present Bomb, it's dealing absolutely nothing. I'm not gonna get knocked out, and I'm not going to get sent flying out of the stage. I was pretty much solid at this point. So of course he goes for Lullaby Punch, and my character quote unquote passes out, but I blocked it so I'm not affected. However, the knockback on the line was ridiculous. So now it's the Namekian's turn, and in my head, I'm just saying, I have clearly enough for Limit Breaker. If I can just manage to block this attack, or at least stay in stage, then I'll be okay. But luckily, he actually went for Jamila, but I knew what he was trying to do. Because he knew that he wasn't going to be able to knock me out of the stage, because I'm starting to pick up on his pattern, and I think at the time he didn't even have enough for that one move, the one that has the crazy knockback. I don't know what the move is, or Hell Smash. So he actually did a Ki Blast away from me because he knew that if I did Limit Breaker, he's gonna get caught in it. So I decided to single out the Namekian because he's the power of the team at that point. And I managed to kill him regardless of the fact that he blocked, but of course, thanks to Super Saiyan, that was the reason why. Now we're spread out and he only has one character on the field left. There's no way that he's about to win this battle, regardless. Even if he has Ultra Fusion, that's just going to put him at a bad predicament, because if he did that, I would just use Ultra Fusion on him and end the battle afterwards. So when it was Jamila's turn, I decided to use Mach Move as many times as I needed to, because I had to make sure that my created character had enough ki to use at least one more pinch combo, because as long as I'm on Super Saiyan, it doesn't matter if he blocks, he will die. So I knock him back a bit, but he does get his turn. Luckily, my character is far away. So it's either he has to use Present Bomb or he has to aim for somebody else, because if my character gets his turn, it's game over. So I don't know what he was thinking, because he was taking his precious time in this case. But if I'm not mistaken, he did go, oh, he went after the Saiyan female, okay. But my block game crispy, okay. And even if he KO'd her, that would have been a mistake on his part, because it would just make my teammates faster. So that would have been a major mistake on his part. But I decided to be cold-blooded and I healed my teammate. So she's looking nice and healthy now. And this is where everything went in my favor, because at this point I can knock him back with a Ki Blast and send him back a bit further in the line with enough time for my character to finally have, his turn. And of course, it didn't matter at this point. If he blocked, I still would have won. So I used Spinach combo and I got a clean hit. You have no idea how happy I was when I landed this combo, bruh. Literally, I started screaming in like pure joy. I was so happy to finally be done with this battle, because the fact that my character got sent back repeatedly, just over and over and over again, pissed me off to no end. But surprisingly, I managed to pull the clutch and win against this freaking annoying dude. But yeah, that's how I won this battle. Oh dear God. I'm gonna try and see if I can get more online battles as usual, but let me know what you guys thought about this battle in the comment section below. But nonetheless, that's the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, if you did, please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at NdukaubaYT. And if you want to stay updated for all the videos that I upload, don't forget to ring my bell. And as always, thanks for watching. See you guys later.